Hello everyone, this is Eleban Global Network. We are here today to work on Telnet, configuring Telnet on a switch. So these are the steps we will consider in configuring Telnet. So we go to configure the interface on the router, go to configure the default VLAN, one management IP, configuring the default IP on the switch, configuring and enabling password on switch, configuring username, configuring the domain name, configuring the live VTY console, password and login, enabling the Telnet on live VTY, the ping, the management IP, the Telnet into the switch. So those are the steps we're going to work on today. Before we start, let me just explain what I've done so far. I've selected the monitor, I've selected the router, the switch. So what I just did, I just configure IP. So we have two interface on the router. We have the gig 0/0 and gig interface 0/1. So I want to configure the two interfaces. So on the switch, I'm going to configure the VLAN one here. So it's 192.168.2.2. While this on the gig interface 0/1 is 192.168.2.1. That's default IP for the switch. So I'm going to configure the interface gig 0/0 192.18.1.1. So on the system here, I've already configured the IP. So what I just did, I went to the space and I went to desktop and I go to static. I make the IP address for the system to be 192.168.1.10. The class C for the subnet mask. The default IP is going to be the IP of this interface of the router. That's 192.168.1.1. Without wasting our time, also here I've configured the IP also. So I just went here from here and go to our desktop. So I can configure 192.168.2.10 class C. Then default IP for this will be the interface here. 192.168.2.1 will be the default IP for this system. So without wasting our time, let's go to the switch, to the router. So for the router here, from the user mode, privilege mode, so we're going to configure the interface gig 0/0. So no shutdown. See, light on to green on the router. So we want to configure the IP. So the IP address here is going to be the IP of this interface is 192. IP address 192.168.1.1 and subnet mask 0. So we're going to go to the second interface with 0. 0 just say axis. So interface 0/1. No shutdown. So we'll configure the IP there. IP address that's 192.168.2.1 255.255.255.0. So we are done with this router now. So now I want to go on the switch. So for the switch, that's where we're going to work. We're going to do most of the work there. So we're going to configure most of all these things there. So let me just divide this screen and follow this step by step. So for the switch, want us to see the steps. So for the switch, we have to configure, let's say, enable password. Was it okay? Let's go. Let's start from the beginning. So configuring the VLAN. So let's say interface VLAN. That is the management IP you configure now. So the VLAN one is like SVI. Is the SVI? That's default VLAN. That's VLAN one. So it's always shut down. Just say so no shut down. So now we're going to configure the IP. And the IP is the IP address. It's 192.168.2.1. So that is the IP we have here for the VLAN. So I will know that. So IP now 255.255.0. Then we have to configure the axis, configure the default IP, default gateway. Let's say IP default gateway. So the default gateway is 192.168.2.1. So that is default gateway. So now I want to configure the line PTY. Line PTY. Line PTY, let's say 0.15. Right. The password. The cisco. Now the transport. Transport input. So we have to configure the username. Let's see admin the passport cisco. Also enable password. Enable password. Let's see. That's configured now. What else I need to configure? We need to configure the domain name. IP domain Cisco. Let's say cisco.com. That is that. If you now go to our system here, let's want to ping from here. It's a ping. Want to pick a VLAN one there. So that's what we'll log in through the Telnet. That's 192.168.2.2. We configure so I don't think we configure the mistake here. Try to configure the VLAN interface. One. So the IP address 192.168.2.2.25.0. So now Let's go and ping it again. Ping. Good old like big time. See? I see that to the ping. Do it again. See, it's pinging now. We must ensure that all the system ping each other. So now from here, let's say we want to ping. So from this system now, we want to ping the default gateway for this system. Which is 192.168.2.1. See, you can ping. So now we can turn it into the. If you want to turn it, let's come to the system and turn it into the switch. Just turn it 192.168.2.2. Sorry, I missed the spelling for turn it. 192.168.2.2. So see, it's asking for password at the cisco. See, we're now in the switch. Already in the switch now. So it's asking for okay. That's the enable password at Cisco. See, we're in the switch now. That's the privilege mode. And that's that on Telnet. You can just go back again to the video and watch it again. It's very easy. Just follow the steps. If you follow the steps, it will be easy. So make sure you configure the IP on the interface of the router. Configure the management IP on the switch. So you configure the password, the username, domain name, like PTY password login, then enable Telnet. So from there you can turn it to the switch. Thank you so much. I done with that for today. So our next video will be on how to SSH, just a little different from the Telnet. Thank you so much for watching. And please, if you enjoyed this video, help us to share, like, and send to your friends also to can learn. Thank you so much.